going to tell me a story and I stopped you immediately because I wanted to hear it on the podcast. And it was about you in ballet.
I don't know what I want. Remember?
I do remember.
Wow, I can get sexual too by Say Anything.
Yeah, we just listened to the whole song before we started here, and it was
an experience.
Yeah. I don't know
what I want. It's just a big song from my middle school childhood and it shouldn't be. Because when you listen to it as an adult, you're like, whoa, what the hell is this?
We had a lot of those, like B44. If you get down on me, I'll get down on you.
Oh, yeah.
If you, that's a Canadian song.
I was just going to say.
People don't know about this band if they're American. That's crazy.
It's just a Canadian, like, weird window of time.
Oral sex song for children. Like, I don't know if I speak if you're an adult out there and you're listening to B44
if you're an adult, speak
at the time in 1990 whatever, but we were all screaming, if you get down on me, I'll get down. I want you to come over to my house. That was a crazy line.
I know. And we were listening to it at the sock ops in elementary school. Lunchtime dance where you have to take your shoes off. That I have such
sock hops.
Isn't that what it's called? Sock op? Or is it a sock op?
It's a sock hop, not a sock op. You're trying to like sec ops.
Your ops.
Like, yeah, that's not one of those. Definitely not sock op.
Well, I didn't know. No. I don't know. But I have such memories of elementary school and it being like the day of the sock hop and it being like so much anticipation in the air, and then you had 30 minutes, but that 30 minutes so much happened. There were so many dynamics at play. There was crushes swaying with other girls that you were freaking out about. Hello Tanner, hello Trevor, how are you?
Yeah, I hope you guys are doing well.
Miss you guys.
Those days changed my life too. I remember the excitement. I actually have one friend, Clayton, who is currently married and with 2 children to a woman that he met. She was a girl at the time. A girl who he met
at the sock hop.
Well, we called them much music video dances.
Well, we had that in high school, but in middle school it was just.
Yeah, we never had that like 50s terminology. It was always a much music video dance where I went personally.
Well, I'm actually in my 50s. I wanted to confess. So we're from different eras.
That skincare routine. Tell us about that.
Actually, we should talk about this.
Okay.
So first of all, I just want to say to everyone listening, because the Spare Parts community ended up being such an incredible support of Relative Skin. So I want to thank you guys so much for that. We touched on it before, but Relative Skin, we are deciding to essentially pause the company just because we can't compete with the tariffs at the moment. And when it comes to our American consumers, which is like a huge part of our business, they're getting absolutely nailed with like duties. Yeah, after like a lot of conversations and tough back and forth, we are going on hiatus, and we're gonna sort of see what happens and see, hopefully the tariff thing will sort itself out. I know it's been really hard on so many small businesses and just people in general, so we're really hopeful that happens.
How are you feeling about it?
I feel like obviously sad. I love the products, but at the same time, I think that things happen, and I've learned so much from this company and the people that I worked with. And it was like a great experience. I love the product so much. The biggest thing is that I'm going to miss the products.
Are you gonna, or
I'm gonna
do you have like a stockpile and then you're going to use it for the next however many years until...
I'm stockpiling for sure.
Running a business is hard. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Like the closest I've ever come is like a Kijiji. You know, trying to sell a
what were you
thing
selling
once.
on
Well, right now, I'm not even going to tell people what I'm selling right now. But I have historically, like, I remember one time I had this scam where my buddy worked at Best Buy, and he would buy games at a discounted rate with like the Best Buy discount, and then I would try and sell them
at the
on like Kijiji and eBay
right.
for like us, but like not even like full, like just like a little markup. I ended up losing so much money.
Why?
Because you can't make money doing that. It doesn't make any sense. They sell it at a discount. You spend all this time and energy and money like on shipping and like trying to organize the thing.
Yeah, the shipping.
It's a terrible business model.
Yeah, but you live and you learn.
Yeah,
like,
it's not at scale.
The amount of mistakes that I made with Relative Skin, just like I've just learned so much.
What was your biggest mistake?
The hardest thing is getting it outside of your like little bubble.
Right, and you were the access, like for all intents and purposes, like Michelle was the face of this, and you have a very specific audience, which is, let's be real, probably more men than women.
And that's getting better. That ratio is getting better.
You're welcome.
Which is great. Hey, thanks. I've taken some of your ladies.
You're welcome. And yeah, because mine isn't that.
Really?
No, of course not.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm like a perfect 50-50.
Really?
Yeah. Every one of
Wow.
my analytics, 50-50 right down the middle.
I was 90-10
That's
men.
so terrifying number.
It was a scary.
90% men is
It was
skin-
so
the
scary.
skin on the back of
No,
my
I know.
neck just went up. The skin? The hair.
Yeah, and it made me feel like the skin
skin,
just
that's even
rose
worse.
off
It's
my bones.
blood pouring out of my neck.
No, it was quite haunted for a while there. And now I'm more at like 70-30.
Right.
Okay, but the story that you wanted me to
Oh
tell.
yeah, what the fuck? This has nothing to do with what I asked you about.
But thanks for listening. And again, 25% off the whole store.
But you were at your dance class. You were in ballet, and you were wearing what? Sorry, what do you wear at ballet?
Oh right, we got to get those male audience.
Gotta get that
members
90-10 back.
Yeah.
What were you wearing?
What were you wearing? Well, I was wearing a leotard.
Cool.
And I was wearing tights.
Oh.
And I was wearing little pink ballet shoes.
Aw. Are they all like flesh tone?
No, pink shoes, kind of neutral tights. And then I've got sort of like an olive green. This is like not traditional for ballet. This is very
I'm
traditional.
surprised they let you in.
I know. Leotard. And then I've got this shrug that's also sort of
very
like the
cool.
same. So that's one outfit. And then I've got pink kind of like warm-up shorts with pink tights.
Oh my God, so
pink,
you wear warm-up shorts literally while you're warming up, and then
Yeah.
you rip them off at some point and you're like, I'm ready.
because the teacher needs to see your full form.
I love this.
Yeah, it's really fun. And then always hair up in a tight kind of bun or ponytail.
Gel it back.
Yeah, because like everything is so, it's like it's so old fashioned.
I love it. But it's old fashioned. However, you are obviously in a modern studio and you're allowed to wear olive as opposed to just black or white.
It's not a modern studio, but because it's like a adult class, it's not like, so when I arrived to this studio to dance, there's all these like little girls in classes and little boys too before, and sometimes I get to watch them and they're all in either pink or black and
see.
they've got buns and it's like there's a dress code.
They don't get the choice. They don't
No.
know. Yeah, okay.
Because they're like trying to get in Swan Lake, basically. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to do the Nutcracker. They're trying to get into a company. They're all
What
six.
a tough life you are entering into, you poor little 6-year-old.
Oh my God, it's
Professional dance?
It's a beautiful life.
I know, but like, come on, it's so tough. The physicality
Yeah,
required.
I know, it's
the
crazy.
rigor. Like, I sometimes resent my parents for not putting me in like gymnastics or ballet or something. But then at the same time, I'm like, thank fucking God I never did that stuff.
See, and I danced was my whole life as a kid, and I wouldn't change it. It was the best.
That's
I was
awesome.
dancing like almost 7 days a week at a certain point,
So right now, how often are you dancing?
once a week.
Okay, so you're at this dance
Yeah.
class once a
It's
week.
chill.
You
It's
show
just
up.
it's a workout.
Who else is in the
basically.
class? Who are we looking at?
It's just like just like girls. There's-
30s, 40s, kind of?
It's like from 25, I would say, and the oldest maybe is even like late 60s. But that's like
hello.
that's like one person.
Yeah, yeah.
It's mostly like 25, 35.
That's cool. Like
area.
Okay.
I would say. And last class was really funny. This girl, this New Zealand girl, I don't want to say her name, but why not? Or like, should I?
It's
No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to like, just in case. But she was like, she's like, sorry, are you a TikToker? And I went, oh God, here we go. No, but I am on the app. And then she went, are you a podcaster? And it's like, these are the titles that I am now getting recognized for, which is a change.
because she saw
Because she's a big Heated Rivalry fan, huge fan of Heated Rivalry
Right.
and Jacob Tierney. And she saw the
Our interview with him.
interview with him
Right.
on TikTok. And it
That's
was really cute.
unbelievable. Has that ever happened where it's like you've been recognized from the podcast before? Or is this the first time?
No, it's happened before.
Oh, it has? Oh.
I think we've talked about
Have we?
it. Yeah, like people are like, I love Spare Parts, but it usually feels very like Letterkenny.
Yeah.
This felt like a whole
Something
new
else. We've opened
person. Well, obviously she's like, and she was watching it because of Heated Rivalry.
Yeah.
Of course.
That's how all podcasts work,
Yeah.
though. People watch it for anyone who's not the host. It's like
Totally.
the hosts are there just to get other people, and because they have access, and we have some access to some people.
Sometimes, sure.
I went to Michelle's Christmas party a couple days ago, and that was the highest concentration of people who listen to the podcast I've ever met in my life.
Is that sad?
That all your friends are supportive of you? I actually don't think so, because I don't think any of my friends have ever listened to the podcast.
Really?
No, I mean, other than the ones we share, like Nadine and stuff.
Yeah.
And like
Hi,
Jacob.
Nadine.
Yeah, hi guys. But at your party, every person I talk to, I'd be like, hey, I'm Evan. And they'd be like, hey, I'm Lexi. And I'd be like, I love the podcast. And I'd be like,
What?
What?
Say what?
You listen to the podcast?
Yeah, I've got sweet friends.
Very sweet friends.
But no, it was very cute at this ballet class, and like it was just she's from New Zealand, and she was saying that she's been living in Canada for a while. She's potentially going back to New Zealand, and the only solace that she has in that is that Heated Rivalry is going to be available there. So it's not a total wash.
That's wild.
Isn't that cute?
It's very cute. I'm so
really cute.
happy for their success. It's
It's really cute.
very deserved. Jacob's the best. He was at your party, which was lovely to see him. But they're busy, man. Like I feel like I talked to Jacob and Brendan. Brendan's one of the producers on the show, and they're just like, you could tell I saw them in a corner discussing. I was like, guys, stop working.
I know.
Stop working. You're at a party. They're like exchanging emails, like,
But they're just like in this time, and I think the show also blew up so quickly in a way that
do you think it's bigger than they expected?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Really?
Well, first of all, I think the expectations were always high because the books are so well received and so loved, and like, and I think they probably were confident in what they made. But you never know how something's gonna go. When I saw the Jacob early days, sort of showed me like a sizzle of the season, and I was a bit drunk, and I did start crying because it was so beautiful, and I was really like moved by it like immediately. And I remember looking at him again, drunk and like too intense. I was like, this is gonna change your life. I was like, no, but I really got that feeling. But then you never know. And also like we're always hyper supportive of our friends and excited and like cheering them on. But I think keep in mind the show came out less than 2 weeks ago.
I know. Number one on HBO, number one on Crave.
Yeah. These two guys, especially the two lead boys, are like, their lives have just completely changed.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a TV show blow up in this way
overnight.
Because these guys weren't famous
nothing,
at all before. They had to talk Instagram followers. I think Jacob was sharing this with me. They went from like 4,000 followers to almost 500 grand in a week and a half. Right. 500 followers.
She sees people as money.
500,000 followers in a week and a half.
No, it's insane. It's insane. And I do.
That's insane.
It is absolutely. It's bonkers, and it's
bonkers.
Very well done on the parts of, obviously the fandom is like super intense, and so they they're intentionally trying to get more followers for these people, which is a very interesting, exciting kind of thing to see.
It kind of reminds me of the like different, but like the Winona Earp fandom.
Yeah,
of
sure.
how
they're
committed and dedicated, and how much they like ride for these stories.
For context, Letterkenny held the record of number one original show on Crave as far as the release goes for up until 2 days ago.
And we just got fucking
rocked by Heated Rivalry. And I was like, shit. Like, but it's an incredible thing to see because from my perspective, I'm like, the Letterkenny online fan is like chill compared to a Heated Rivalry fan. Like the difference in type of like I've never received an essay written about like Letterkenny, but I've received essays written about Heated Rivalry already.
Have you?
Yeah.
Why? Because
we mentioned I was joked about, I want to read an essay about that. I've received people have written essays and sent them in, and I was like, oh fuck.
It's really cute. It's really it's a really insane thing to witness. But I also love that it's a show that's not full of a bunch of famous people and like kind of cool kids.
Now it is.
Well,
I know.
But you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's really affirming to have audiences like respond to material that isn't just spoon fed from like the elite cool kids who are already famous and like it's really nice to see that there's room for everyone is my point.
And also made in like a relatively affordable way,
and in Canada by Canadians. It's a Canadian production. Like this is so good for everybody. And it's a good reminder that people I think are really starved for authentic content from a perspective that we maybe haven't seen all the time. Like we're kind of getting spoon fed the same stuff over and over again because it's like working, but people are starved for authenticity, and I think that they've captured something really cool.
They really have.
And not to bring it back to Letterkenny, but there's Letterkenny did that. I'm thinking of like Canadian productions, and I think that's also why it like grabbed so many people. Anything that's original, Fleabag, obviously, which is like such an authentic voice. Like we haven't people like really come out in droves.
What
for
are you
that.
watching these days? Like, what is kind of your go-to TV?
Well,
Is it Desperate Housewives? What is it?
we are watching Homeland. And
Didn't that end like just years and years and years
it's
and years
so
ago?
old. Claire Danes, who I love. It's like very spy.
Yeah,
like
she has like a multiple personality or something like that.
yeah, she works for
and
the CIA. Like, look,
Yeah.
I love the show. I'm having a great
My
time.
dad loves that show. It's a very dad show.
It's got a boomer tone in
Yeah.
some ways. It's a little bit like there's some definite blind spots, and there are some things that I think were going on back in 2014 when it came out that would never fly now. And so
Okay.
we always have to like watch it with a new perspective. But it's
every
really
time I watch
fun.
Friends, yeah, I
It's
get
fun
it.
to like sink into a spy show.
Yeah, okay, I get that.
And it's really like, for all of the things maybe about it that are like not super appropriate for 2025 in many ways, it's really well done.
like the Islamophobia. Is that what we're talking
sure.
about? Okay.
For sure. And it's a little bit too like, and they do toe the line, and it's not all, it's like they do show that like Americans are doing bad things, these other countries doing bad things, what's worse,
Yeah,
the dilemmas
sure,
around
sure.
what war is and what's ethical and what's not. Like they do tackle those
Classic
things.
boomer conversations.
For sure.
Yeah, totally.
And me just sinking right into it.
That's a nice relaxing show to enjoy.
No, but I'm loving it.
Yeah, okay,
It's
cool.
honestly great. Connor and I are like, we're loving it.
Have you seen The Americans? Did you ever watch
No,
that one?
I've never seen
You should
it.
probably just move on to that one at some point too.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I've been watching Heat of Rivalry. I've been watching I Love LA.
There you go.
Which I love. I've been watching, what else? Selling Sunset, which is a bit of a trash
Have you been watching Owning Manhattan?
No, I haven't.
You should throw on Owning Manhattan.
Because I bet the places are just insane.
Places are insane, but also the way he orchestrates it, I'm like, what's real? Like they're so good at writing the drama in the show that I'm like, I don't believe you're selling any of these properties. Like they might not even be real estate
I don't
agents.
think they're selling them on Selling Sunset either.
Right?
It's all just
They're
like
here's a $150 million
it's like,
apartment. It's
here's
like,
JoJo Siwa's thing, and she's walking around being like, oh, there's
where's
not
my
enough
paycheck?
unicorn
Yeah.
dangles
Where's the
or
gumball
whatever.
machine? Is there a JoJo Siwa impression? Hi there, I'm JoJo Siwa. Where's my gumball? Where's my... Hey!
I like that. Is she Southern? I don't know.
She used to be.
Did you see the clip of her as a child on Dance Moms where she's like, "What's the thing for the what of the dance?" And then the crazy dance teacher is like, "JoJo." Have you seen this?
No, it's so sad.
Anyways,
No chance.
no chance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I've been watching. What are you watching?
I just finished Dave, the Little Dicky show. It's fantastic.
Oh my gosh, I want to watch.
Yeah, it's
this.
really good. I mean, it's one of those shows though where there's only 3 seasons. Every episode, I'm like, like afterwards, and then Alana wants to watch another, and I'm like, you want to watch 2?
Really?
Because each episode is so conceptual. It's so good. It's a whole new topic.
Oh wow.
It's like really well. It's a really
Everyone
well made
says
show.
that it's like one of the best.
FX
shows.
makes good television.
Yeah.
Like regularly, everything on FX is good.
People always say like Atlanta,
Yeah.
which I love.
Yeah.
Dave
Yeah.
and Barry. Or what's
Oh yeah, Barry's great too.
which I've never seen
yeah,
Barry.
I never finished Barry, but it's one of those shows that I just never
we
finished it
saying
because
that
I was
right?
alone.
Barry? Is that simply
Well, you
what
could
it
say
is?
Barry if you wanted to.
No, but like is
Because they
that
say that in the show.
is that just the
Yeah,
title?
it's called Barry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just seems weird right now.
Well,
when
it's a
I'm
weird
saying
it's
it.
a weird title for a show because he's a. Do you know the plot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like a actor / like hitman?
So that okay.
Which
So
hey, love a hitman.
what he is he's a hitman who stumbles into an acting class.
Okay.
And then is all of a sudden
really
like,
good at it.
Well, he just like is like, do I love this? But he's a hitman. So every time anything happens or he has to meet up with his like group of actor friends, like it really puts actors in a pretty negative light in a real way. In a very like, you're like, God, we are egotistical pieces of garbage.
For sure. And the ability to detach potentially and like the narcissism
Yeah.
associated, which is similar. Hey,
Yeah.
God, what a concept.
It's pretty interesting and it's really well done. And he's obviously a genius.
Yeah, he's the best.
Bill Hader's
Bill
like
Hader,
been. Bill Hader's one of the only people where I'm like, should I watch SNL? Because I've never watched SNL.
Kristen Wiig as well.
I've just never watched it. But every
Tina
time I
Fey,
see
Amy
Bill Hader,
Poehler,
I'm like,
Will
should I
Ferrell.
watch SNL?
Kate McKinnon.
Are these just people you are naming that you enjoy?
I love SNL.
You watch SNL?
I haven't watched the current ones, but there are some like everyone I just named. Kate McKinnon on SNL.
Yeah, I never watched any of those.
She is So funny.
Yeah.
Kristen Wiig.
Well, you'd stay up till like midnight on a Saturday to watch it? Is that what it is?
Back in the day.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cute. Did you watch it alone?
I'd watch it with my brother.
Aw.
We used to have on tape, like the big thing in my childhood was Chris Farley, because we had the best of Chris Farley on VHS from his SNL days.
And that was SNL, not Second City? Like he wasn't doing...
No, this was like his SNL where he was like Van Down by the River. It's like my favorite skit of all time, of course.
Yeah.
And he has this one where he's like a Bears fan, and then he like is constantly having a heart attack because he's eating all this bad food, and he has to like pump his chest really hard. It's like fat jokes, which is not great, I guess, but he's so fucking funny. I'm obsessed with him.
I really remember loving Chris Farley when I was a kid, and Jim Carrey, and like a lot of the physical comedy people,
as a kid, there's nothing better.
Yeah. Now I'm like, I'm a physical comedian apparently, but I didn't. No, but I never even knew I was gonna. Like, I didn't want to. Like, I didn't know I was in comedy. Like, I didn't know I was going into comedy. It just happened by accident because Letterkenny came across, and I auditioned for it, and then I got it, and then I was on a comedy show for 8 years.
But here's the thing about the skids.
Are they even funny?
Well, they're funny because of how you guys are doing like Shakespearean style intensity. Like you guys come in so tortured and in pain. You're not like doing jokes. You're doing like monologues.
That's our real life.
Yeah, like that's
it's very serious for us.
So serious for
that's
you.
comedy though, right? If
Of
you don't play it
course.
serious, it's
Of
not
course,
comedy. Like
of course.
if you think it's funny, then it's not funny.
But I would say
your
that
character
out
does.
of all the characters on that show, there was a lot of like levity with the Hicks and the hockey
I guess
players.
the Hicks think they're funny. Do you think the Hicks think they're being funny when they're telling jokes? Because they tell jokes.
Yeah, I think they're being funny with each other the way that a group of friends would, where you're like doing bits and vibing off each other. So yes, they are. I think they're self-aware. The Skids are not self-aware at all.
Right.
Hockey, too dumb to be self-aware, but just funny and kind of like head in the clouds. But you guys are so serious. So you were doing like you and Tyler were doing really serious work, but you looked like fools.
Yeah, and anytime we made a joke as characters, it was like embarrassing for us.
Oh, yeah, it was not funny.
And everyone else would look at us in horror.
Yeah, and you guys would like try to get like yeah.
The amount of times I watched Tyler do that.
I know. He always looks like he's about to have an aneurysm.
Yeah, I actually do wonder like what's happening capillary wise, like in our faces and heads.
I know.
While we're doing that kind of acting, because
you guys
there's
are
so much tension.
I'm like,
and,
I wonder if your brains ever almost had a stroke.
Yeah, like if there was like headaches or like anything that happened up there that was kind of
a lot of tension.
I mean, sometimes I do handstands and all the like I pop a lot of blood vessels along my eyes right here. That happened a lot when I was on Letterkenny.
Yikes.
But I did a lot of handstands on Letterkenny.
Connor's face is
What? What do you mean?
What are you guys
Yeah, it's like
doing?
these little red dots that would from all the popping blood vessels.
Being a clown is so weird.
Dude, it's such an interesting.
It's so dumb
I'm just
and weird.
I feel so fortunate that we got to be clowns and get paid like a living wage. There's so few clowns out there who get paid a living wage.
Yeah, we don't treat artists very well, do we?
No, especially like clowns, because they're scum of society.
Even though it's like one of the hardest art forms ever.
Yeah.
Have we talked about this before? I'm sure
clown?
I've talked about clowning.
I don't think so.
Clowning is crazy.
Did you
it's
do
so
like
hard.
ever do like red nose clowning? Like, did you ever do that shit?
I went to an improv camp in high school, of course, in Regina. Of course. When we get Kayla Lorette on I'd like to kind of go into this
Full
camp
clown episode
because full like. I'd like to talk about this camp because she was at this camp. I was like, and it was an improv camp, so you can imagine the type of teen at this camp. I kind of came in with a different energy. Essentially, everybody at this camp thought that I was like clinically depressed because I liked to be alone, and I kept getting like taken on weird kayaks alone with the
camp counselors to try and see if you were okay.
Yeah, to essentially like.
Michelle, is something going on at home?
And I would to ask about my home life. And I was so pissed because I was like, no, I just want to go listen to music by myself. But everyone was like, is she okay? She doesn't want to dance walk around the campus.
When you call me on the phone, you're something. What is the song we were singing at the beginning of the touch yourself?
I called her on the phone and she touched herself. Clap, clap. She touched
herself.
Clap, clap. She touched
herself.
Yeah.
Can we get the rights to that? Do you think we sang it so well that we need the rights?
I think so. I want to shout out another podcast that I listen to all the time that I feel like I've been, people have like commented being like, I can tell you listen to Ride because I'll say my love, or like their vernacular has gotten, but no, but it wraps into clowning.
Podcast?
It's called Ride the Pod, hosted by Benito Skinner and Mary Beth Brown. And they had this question. Okay, so say you're single and you're like on a date, but you work in this field, and it's kind of the forever question of, do you see me as a clown or do you see me as a sexual being? And that's a really hard thing to contend with when you think about it.
I know for a fact that my wife sees me as both.
But you won the lottery,
right?
Yeah, but that's why she's your wife.
So lucky.
That's why she's your wife.
I know. People think, but that's the thing. It's like, as a small kind of goblin-esque person, being funny is attractive. Like, there is like, that was my special sauce. Like growing up,
I wasn't all you got.
Well, yeah, I used to be breakdancing, and people would be like, "Wow, he's so athletic."
That doesn't work.
It's not the same.
It's
like
not
breakdancing
cool.
only takes you so far. You need to be a little funny.
I would say it doesn't take you anywhere, but continue.
I don't know. Let Kenny. I was just gonna go ahead and say, if you are a young person out there, and this goes for men and women equally.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
You don't even know what I'm about to say.
Well, continue.
Work on listening to people.
Okay.
And being funny and having levity in your conversations, because when you have levity and when you're listening and when you're able to vibe with people, then all of a sudden you form a lot of friendships and you form a lot of connections, and then that leads to romance.
Sure. But I think it's iconically like great for men to be funny. Men don't, if you're in a heterosexual situation, men don't always love a funny woman. I would say often they don't. And so they put us in clown category.
No, but you don't want to be with a man who doesn't love a funny woman. So it's actually a really good
But it's still
filter.
It's still annoying and
I know,
weird.
but it's a great filter. You don't want to be with those guys.
But even
Perfect.
super funny comedian guys are like, will want to be with like a...
First of all, there's no such thing as a funny comedian guy.
Hey, ain't that the truth?
They're not funny.
They're not funny.
Male comedians
not funny.
are terrible.
9.5 times out of 10.
9.9 I would go as far as saying they're not funny.
I know 3 that are funny. And I won't name them.
I can't even name 3. All I'm saying is that I understand your hesitation to be like, hey, women, work on being funny. That'll get you dates.
It won't.
But it'll get you dates with the right people.
Be nice and quiet if you want dates.
Yeah, if you want dates with terrible people, yes. Nod and smile and wear a sundress. Ooh, good luck dating those fucking guys.
That just like made my skin stand up. Mm-hmm. I used to date a guy who was like obsessed with me in a sundress, and it made me like,
red flag.
I will never wear one.
Yeah, anyone who
I'm gonna wear this big distressed hoodie forever.
If someone is desperately trying to get you to wear sundresses, run. That's like the first indicator.
It's such a red flag, and I hate that terminology even, but it really is.
Yeah. Unless they're introducing it as like this is a swing, but if they're introducing it as a kink, if they're like, I just want to tell you, no, because kink is different, right? You can frame it. You could be like, I hate
it. Okay, sorry. No. I'm gonna let you speak. Okay,
to explain myself out of this.
You're
one.
right. I'm sorry.
It's a hole that I dug.
I'm sorry.
I want a little shovel.
You're right. Go ahead.
Wait, a little ladder. Okay, so my thought is here that like if you are aware of your own insecurities as a man, insofar as you're like, oh, I'm so attracted to women with sundresses because of like I'm into this like heteronormative classical.
I want to feed big men.
Exactly. And obviously, if you're even to that level where you're self-aware enough to know that, and then you can apply the kink layer where you're like, hey, I just want to let you know, I know this is fucked up and not your vibe.
Peace.
But I would love to, if you could I'd love to come home one day and I've just come home and I'm in a tweed suit and you're wearing a sundress and you make me a martini and that's the beginning of our like sexual encounter that night. I actually think that's kind of a funny.
It's funny.
It's a funny take. And as long as you're self-aware.
Funny. Right.
Like also like, who's this guy coming home in the tweed suit? It's obviously not somebody coming home from work who needed a suit.
Can we go back to something a bit wholesome and nice?
Yeah.
Can we do a party debrief, which is one of my favorite reasons to have a party?
Michelle hosted a lovely Christmas party.
It was fun.
It was really fun. We actually did in the Patreon, Michelle and I made the party decorations for like an hour.
They were a huge hit. People were really into
commented.
We made like kind of Christmas paper wreaths. They were really cute.
They were cute.
People loved them.
How do you think the party went?
I thought it was really fun. It was a very mellow start, and I started to get panicky that like...
You texted me.
Yeah, because I was like, why are you late? You're essentially
so mad
a co-host.
I didn't know that.
Well,
good to know.
Assume it every time. Okay?
Yeah.
God. I also needed more, because Connor and I busy.
You needed bodies.
Clementine is there. She loves and knows Evan, and I wanted an extra set of eyes on her to make sure that she wasn't being pesky, which you did right away, and I really appreciate it.
I put my sweater on her and
she instantly fell asleep.
Yeah, I put her on the couch. Like a little blanket, and she curled up. It was so nice.
Because she's great at a party, but she can be a little bit like, is there food over there? Like, and then she gets like
so
emotionally exhausted, and then she needs somebody to kind of put her on a couch and put a blanket on her, and you did exactly that. It was really fun. It was like a nice mix of people.
You blended 4 or 5 different groups.
Which can go either way. It felt like I was at my own wedding.
Exactly.
Though.
Your Earl's girls were there.
Your
actors.
Some musicians, Connor's friends. And then like kind of Letterkenny crew.
Yeah, Letterkenny crew, which is a different group than the actor
And then
crew.
high school friends.
High school friends, yeah.
Kayla and Paul.
Crazy.
Hi, guys.
Which I don't even think of them as that.
I know. Well, but had you met Paul before?
No, and when I met Paul, I was like, I know Paul.
I know.
And I was like, you have a nice house.
Paul's exactly. Well, yeah.
You have a nice house.
Big, nice house.
You have a fireplace.
He has a fireplace in every room in his house.
Crazy.
Paul is one of those people, I hope he's listening. I'm so proud of Paul. He was the guy out of high school that didn't fuck around for 1 second, which I'm sure was like tough on him.
Like didn't have fun. Went straight to work.
No, had so much fun, but went right to serious career right away. Invested in property in 2012.
Holy shit.
Lived very like tight broke life, but knew that this was gonna be smart for him.
And intellectually.
No, he was so smart right away, so smart.
And you really value that stuff. You're a good traditional woman.
Oh, shut
nice conservative
up.
lady.
But I respect it. I respect being smart around finances.
You're surrounded by
me.
actors. No, I get
exactly.
it.
And I'm just like, he is, first of all, he was on the improv team with us. He is such a creative. He's such a performer. He's so funny and fun and like warm. And then he's got this like really serious finance
Do you think he'd ever do the podcast? Could we get a completely non-actor?
100%.
Like just a person who made good decisions in their life?
Yeah. And who's still fun and he travels all the time and him and his husband have a beautiful baby, Patrick. And he's so cute. And he's such a good parent, and so is Gavin, and they're just like, Paul and I have been best friends since grade 6. We were prom dates. Like, I know this man
you know how
deeply.
To pick him. That's good.
He's the best. And then at the end of the night, I think you might have left already, but I was feeling pretty drunk because I'd made a Christmas Paloma, which
was delicious
and not a thing.
Oh, I drank the hell out of that thing.
Did you like it though?
Yeah, I drank like a bunch of cups of it.
And I wanted to ask because you're a bit of a cocktail
I enjoyed
guy.
it thoroughly. It was very liquor forward. Very few people make a punch that tastes like liquor.
Yeah.
Usually they steer on the side of caution. They go, oh, add some more, liquor after if you need it. But you were like, fuck you.
No.
This is a drink.
If I'm going to provide snacks and a cocktail, I'm going to come correct.
Yeah. Did you see me go under it one time? And
I liked that.
I
liked that. I didn't take a single picture, but that's one of those moments that I wish that I'd recorded.
You know
for
what?
the Patreon at least.
I thought it was kind of beautiful though that no one was on their phone.
Yeah,
and I was like, "Damn, we're in it. Like you know what I mean?
We're in it. I have a theory about that.
Tell me about it.
So the sublet that we're in is very, I would say it's got
super open concept,
and like it has a bit of like a kitschy kind of like 90s 2000s vibe, like very colorful. Yes. Warm, like it's not that modern, current, like contemporary space at all.
No millennial gray at all.
Anywhere.
Everything's pink, green, blue.
Yes, it's green. Wild. Yeah. And I was like, okay, so we're not here forever and we don't want to be carting around stuff. I'm not going to buy a bunch of decorations. We're going to make with Evan paper decorations and tinsel and twinkly lights. So it all felt very nostalgic and 90s.
It did.
And then that was kind of the music we were playing. I made like a fried pickle dip and a baked brie and and like there were sausage rolls and it was kind of like, 90s, 2000, like a
Totally.
party that your parents would have.
Sam Dahl was wearing a
Velvet dress. Beautiful velvet. She looked
green velvet dress.
beautiful.
It was nostalgic. There was a quality.
There was, and so
There's something in
and
there.
it's like everybody entered maybe a bit of a time capsule, and phones didn't exist because there was not a single photo taken.
Yeah, I didn't see a single picture that night.
Something I should have done, which I thought about and then forgot, I should have gotten disposable cameras and just
That'd
had
be
them
nice. Yeah,
around
yeah.
for people to
And
do
next
with
year.
what they will.
That's what tradition's for.
And this is now the fourth annual Christmas party that Connor and I have hosted.
That's really cute.
The first one was just with my Strata back in Victoria.
What?
It was just us and truly the elders.
And the elders.
We had a blast.
Wow.
It was really cute and fun. And then yeah, the 2 years of like friends, Christmas party, and now this one. So it's fun.
All right, I'll see you guys next year.
Honestly, I love a Christmas party. So I'm really glad you came. Okay, as we sort of come to nearing the end, should we do a little spare hearts question?
Oh, sure. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. How do I not F this up? Please and thank you. Heart emoji. Hey, Evan and Michelle. My name is Stefania, and I absolutely adore you guys. Listening to the pod gives me the warmest fuzzies. I know we couldn't possibly be friends as we obviously don't know each other, but I look forward to listening to the next episode like I have plans to meet up with my besties. That's really nice.
Honestly, that's the goal of this podcast.
I was so worried. She was like, I know we couldn't possibly be friends because I hate you too, and you disgust me. Mm-hmm. Also, I wanted to mention I've started watching Heated Rivalry, and I'm obsessed. Nadine's speech in episode 3 made my heart swell. A chef's kiss to Jacob. Wow, that's so fucking cute, and I can't wait to have Nadine on again. Obviously. A bit of a doozy here. My boyfriend of 10 years, high school sweetheart, broke up with me at the beginning of May this year. I won't go too far into detail, but I think we struggled to love each other in the ways we needed, and we both had some soul searching to do. I still care for him deeply, and I want only the absolute best for him. At first, he told me that he would be here for me if I needed anything, but that proved to be extremely difficult despite the kindness of his gesture. I decided to go no contact until he was ready to exchange our things. I haven't heard from him since, and honestly have been feeling pretty relieved since I still hold a lot of anxiety with the idea of talking to him again. I'm still so in love with him. That was in brackets. Ooh, maybe we'll take her name out just in case. Stefania, do you think she wants him to know this?
I don't know.
That being said, I think it's important to return his stuff in order to let go. I also have a super cute pair of boots I've been dying to get back. I'm nervous to reach out because I don't want to disturb the peace if he's found it. I also thought about reaching out to his mom so I can leave his stuff with her. However, she's super sweet lady and soft and gentle-hearted, and I would hate to burden her with this situation. What the hell do I do? Sorry for the length. I totally get it if it's a bit much. I do have a therapist. I will consult with her. I just wanted to give Spare Hearts a shot. Heart.
Aw, you are so conscientious, first of all.
Yeah. That is really thoughtful.
That's really nice. And like, I loved what you said about, I don't want to reach out in case he's found the peace that he was looking for. Like, that's really generous and sweet. But I understand also
disturb his peace
and disturbing your own by seeing him again. And it almost feels like sometimes when you see somebody that you still have feelings for, you restart the grieving process.
But get those boots back, girl.
You deserve the boots.
You deserve your boots.
Get your boots, girl.
Get your boots. Honestly, I know it's tough. It's a tough thing to do, but reaching out is actually a huge part of the recovery. Because all of a sudden, you reach out, you even like see each other to exchange things, and you're like, oh right, this is why we broke up. I think that's mostly what happens.
Well, yeah.
Has that not happened for you? Historically,
For sure.
when I meet up with people who I've been with, we see each other again. I'm like, oh, how did we ever work in the first place? Like, you're a great person, you're a great friend, but like, we're not in love anymore. I
think after like 10 years with somebody and you guys broke up in May, it's not that long, really. Like, it's going to take.
Do you believe in the ratio, like 1 month per year or whatever? Or is it like, 7 months per year?
Is it 1 month per year? That's it?
Is that not the ratio?
I thought that it was like half the relationship time, which I think is like
How
so
long does
unnecessary.
it take to grieve a relationship?
I think it really takes 2 years on average for a long-term relationship. Okay, the robot is not giving us any.
I thought you don't have like a ratio you adhere to?
No, but I think about 2 years for grief is around.
What if you're only together for like 3 months?
Okay, well, not that. But I mean like real grief of like a big relationship ending. I think the first year often, and I don't mean that you're like pining for them for 2 years, but to get that like upset out of your system, I think it's like a 2 year process usually.
I said that to you, but then I also just realized in my own mind, I'm like, I've definitely like pined for someone for like years after being with them for only a month. Like I definitely have done that.
Right.
So I understand the concept that maybe 6 months isn't enough for a 10-year relationship.
No.
I just feel like the longer a relationship lasts, the more like once you're out of it, you're like, whoa.
Right.
It's just like, it's like they're a different person all of a sudden
And you've likely,
after time has passed.
over that 10 years, like tried many different things to love each other the way that you wanted. And so you really, once you broke up, knew that it was over. Whereas when things end after like a few months,
Like,
it's
what
kind
happened?
of, yeah, it's like we didn't even try.
Was it
and then
me?
that burdens you.
Oh, I think that's you're a genius. That's exactly it.
Right.
I would just think of all the things I could have done differently.
Yeah, and like she didn't even, or he didn't even get a chance to like see how good I could have been.
10 years,
blah, blah, blah.
you know each other.
You know. But I think it might be actually really healing and like a nice last step to just get it over with. So it's not always kind of in the back of your mind, because that also is keeping the door open a little bit to know that you're going to see him at some point and you still haven't fully packaged it up.
That's a good point. 100%. Set the date.
Set the date.
Get the boots. Get your boots, girl. What did you say earlier? Milady. What did you?
Milady. Oh, my love.
My love. Get your boots, my love.
Yeah, Ride the Pod said my love a lot. They've really entered my brain.
Are they still making podcasts?
They sure
still
are.
episodes?
They sure.
Have you ever reached out to them? Have you ever been in contact?
No.
Do they know you exist?
No.
Really?
No, I'm just a quiet fan.
So you never send like a message? You never DM them? Like,
early
hey,
days
just
of
wanna let you
Benny
know?
Drama, I DM'd him. Like when he used to make like skits, like that's kind of how we started, like whatever. I would respond, be like, haha, because I was quite obsessed with him. I thought he was so funny. I still do. Love overcompensating. His show,
there's a season 2 coming out or something.
There's a season 2 coming. But no, not now. I would feel silly.
You'd feel silly? But okay, so this is something you need to work on.
Oh God.
No, but it's true. Michelle, you need to work. Oh, what the fuck? My watch opened. You need to work on reaching out to people you would want to work with, just to form relationships, even though it feels weird and it feels kind of like icky, because it's like very Hollywood to do that. Like if you like this person, it'd be nice to just be like, hey, just want to let you know I like your work. Here is my challenge to you, Michelle.
Okay.
I want you to send a DM to this individual.
To Benny Drama,
and say, hey, I just want to let you know, like, I'm a big fan of your work, and just see what happens and just take it from there. And if he ignores you, that's fine. He probably didn't even see it if he doesn't see it.
Right.
But if he sees it and he responds.
Well, that's the thing. I wanted to say, if he doesn't respond, I don't want me to be like, he never responded on a pub. And then it seemed like he's a jerk.
Would you feel that way?
No, of course
then don't
not.
worry about it.
Okay.
Like,
because there's no one owes you a thing.
No, and also people have definitely reached out to you who you would have responded to you had you known.
Right.
That's happened for sure.
Yeah, the DMs can be a scary place.
I bet
you don't want to go in there.
T-Pain has reached out to you, and you just never noticed it. And he was probably like, hey, I just want to let you know I love the show, because T-Pain loves Letterkenny.
When T-Pain came to our Letterkenny live show in Atlanta, it was still sort of like COVID mask days, and everyone was participating with that. Like in their own way. He was masked up, and I think to hide his identity in a way as well. And it was like a Swarovski crystal mask, like a full crystal headpiece. It was really awesome.
I'd never heard about this.
Because I saw him walk backstage, and I went, and he went, I love the show. And he was there with his
chatted.
Well, we said hello from a distance, from 6 feet or whatever. But he had like a beautiful mask on, and he was there with his partner who's also wearing one.
That's really cool.
It was really cute.
So check your DMs.
Okay, well, I'll reach out to Benny Drama and give him his flowers, because he deserves them. But so does Mary Beth Brown. I really like their podcast a lot. And their vernacular has really entered my brain.
You know what you could do? I would also accept if you just reach out to their podcast.
Yeah.
If you just reach out to their, their official, what's the podcast called? Ride. If you reach out to Ride. Hey, I'm a fan.
Yeah. Hey, I'm a fan. That's it. Yeah. Okay. Well, challenge accepted. I will do that. More confidence and networking in 2026.
Do you have any challenges for me, Michelle?
No, I think you need to take it down a notch. Do less is my challenge.
Actually, that's a really good challenge. I will do less. I actually recently I got really obsessed with the idea that while I'm working on my home, I'm going to focus on one room at a time, and I'm not allowed to move on. So I just recaulked all the baseboards in my bathroom.
Good for you.
Focusing on the bathroom, and the bathroom is all I'm going to focus on. And every time I go to another room and I go, ooh, I should move the couch, I'm going to go, nope, the bathroom's not done. I got to caulk.
I've got to caulk it. Guys, thank you so much for listening to another episode of Spare Parts. We've just loved it.
I forgot we were even recording. I'm not going to lie. I legitimately forgot.
Well, I love you and I love hanging out with you and I love hanging out with you guys and this is great. See you next week.
Bye-bye.